Good afternoon, everyone. It's Anifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I have been reflecting upon destiny, and I think that destiny and ego, in my opinion, are very closely intertwined. And I was thinking about how people can often stand in the way of their own destiny or all of our destiny. If I look at all of our destiny, I would say the consistent theme that I feel we're all reaching for is contentment, peace, satisfaction, joy, compassion. All of those beautiful emotions and feelings is something that all of us love and we love to experience. And we do strive indirectly to get to those places. So even if someone is working very hard at a job and the goal is to make a certain amount of money, there is a satisfaction and a contentment about getting to that space. Then there's other people who are looking to have happiness from people around them, for example. So if I meet the right people, then I can be happy. If a person speaks to me the right way, I can be happy. If my partner would behave this way, I can be happy. If the weather is good, I can be happy. If the parks are open, I can be happy. If only I lived there, I could be happy. If our healthcare was better, I could be happy. So it's interesting that I came across this quotation. It's by Jean de la Fontaine. And the quotation says, "A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it." Now, this destiny is not necessarily the destiny that people are striving for, right? So, when we're looking at our destiny, of eventual destiny, let's say, even if we say death is guaranteed for all of us, and in that time, I think most of us could think that there's going to be some peace in that time where there's not the concerns of the day to day existence. So, there is a peace in that time, and we didn't have to do anything. We died. We just followed our life course, and that was the destination. And we're peaceful. Now, we don't have to get to that space to be peaceful, right? We also do not need for other things to be right, for us to be peaceful. And this is where I think that if people are able to be consciously aware that what is in the way of my peace, my joy, my contentment in this moment. And when we think about it, and if the mind is thinking about, well, if that was this way, then I could be content, then we know that we have some work to do because contentment, happiness, peace, joy, compassion, love starts from within. And when we're looking for anything that gives us that feeling, it will be very temporary. When we carry it within ourselves, we've got it everywhere, right? It doesn't matter about the weather. It doesn't matter where we live. It doesn't matter how a landlord is. It doesn't matter how the rent changes go. It does matter in terms of our awareness of, can I afford this? Do I need to move if this is not comfortable? But if we are paying our bills and comfortably able to do so, even if we're not paying our bills, there's something within that I can be happy with knowing I'm going to find a solution to this concern. Now, every single person has something that's not quite right in life. So I remember speaking with someone recently who was really surprised when I had made a mistake in an appointment booking. And it's interesting that the mistake was I totally lost track of time and I missed the appointment. And I was so amused to hear her reaction because she seemed so surprised that something like that could happen to me. And I'm human. I am human. And the funny thing is, do you know that the happiest people in life are not the people who have the best of everything or who are perfect. It is the people who make the best of everything they've got, right? So even in that situation, I felt so not good about missing that appointment time. And yet there was a satisfaction or a happiness that she was pleased that I'm also human. Now, let there be no doubt out there that I am human and I go through my good times and not my not good times. And we all do. But it's how we respond in every situation that we go through, right? In every life experience. If I can look at a situation and think, what is the learning in this situation for me? And those are, of course, the things that are not easy, because the things that are easy, we just enjoy, right? Which is fantastic. And I hope you do enjoy those easy moments, which many of us do not. I love easy moments. I love the times where things just flow and joy flows and peace flows and everything is wonderful. And it starts from within. But many times we notice the things that are not just right. And in those times, we have a choice always. What can I learn from this? Because that also can bring a joy of, yeah, I think I can learn this. And of course, if you love learning, which I do, then that's a very joyful experience. Oftentimes, the mind gets into solving what's not right. How could I do something about this thing that's not right? And many of the things that our mind gets caught up in are not things that we can do anything about. So that acceptance of, well, that's what's happening and I'm okay because I'm going to be okay. I'm going to feel content in this moment. I'm at peace. So I thought I would end this video. Before I do that, I better give you an exercise for today. If you can sit for 5 minutes after this video and think about what thoughts have you had today that brought you peace or joy or contentment, just 2 or 3 thoughts that have brought you that. And maybe you can sit and think at the same time of how long did you stay in that space? Because I suspect more times than not, people, unless they are mindfully aware of their minds, if they are paying attention, if you are paying attention, you will notice that I'm going to move myself back into a contented space. I'm going to move myself back there because I realize I'm not there. And you can be there at any moment. It's always a choice. If you're choosing to work on something that's not so easy, you can still be content about the satisfaction of I'm working on this. And that's fantastic too. So, this is the quotation I'd like to finish today's video with. It says, your soul knows the shortest, safest route to your true destiny. Why is your ego behind the wheel? This is by Anthon St. Maarten. And the quotation again is, your soul knows the shortest, safest route to your true destiny. Why is your ego behind the wheel? And the ego behind the wheel, again, just to remind you, it's when we're doing comparisons, those comparisons of this person's got things better, this country's got this better, this president is better, this situation is better, this is not so good. Or I'm better, I'm better than everyone because, I'm in such a great space. That's ego too, right? But if there's that contentment and that peace of I am happy, I am satisfied, this is fantastic. This is where I choose to be. That's a fantastic choice to make every time you can be mindfully aware of it. So I leave you with that thought and I wish you a fantastic evening. I hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow too. I know today I'm doing a later video, so I can say have a good evening. I wish you a fantastic day ahead tomorrow. And remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great evening, everyone.